Yeah, there is a lot of us through with these, and the thing is, my glove.
Lost badge.
Oh, my muff.
Don't go losing your muff.
There's a video on making this.
Yeah.
I took it off her coat.
Oh, right.
That's what I did.
It looks like it's growing naturally.
Well, I'm hoping it cuts down on the wind, because that's the thing. The wind noise is horrendous with this. When I got it just ajar, just a bit, and it's whistling through, so I'm hoping it cuts it out.
You need to slow down a bit then.
That's it, yeah. Right, thanks a lot for your help.
Steady on those new tyres. Well,
yeah.
I know it's a sunny day, but
no, I'm just going to tootle now.
In a couple of days' time, just remember the new and
first 1,000 kilometres, isn't it? 30 miles an hour.
And just let me know if you notice the difference with the traction control on and off.
I will, yeah. Okay, cheers, pal.
Brilliant. Take
it easy.
Ta-ra.
Cheers. So. No click on the indicator, can't be living with that. But we'll see how we go now. Tuck your muck in there, and hopefully that will put out on the... Well, as you can tell by the wind that was whistling from the external microphone on my Drift Ghost XL camera, I'd actually dislodged the microphone from the connector that goes into the microphone for the external microphone in the helmet. So it's Sunday the 25th of April 2021, and I've just picked up my brand new Vespa GTS 300 scooter from Yule's Motorcycles in Manchester. It's a Vespa GTS 300 HP. It's a Euro 5 status scooter. It's the most powerful Vespa ever made by Piaggio. It's a 4-stroke, 4-valve liquid-cooled petrol engine. And although it's called the 300, it's actually only a 278cc engine, but who's counting? And as I took off on the day, I was very impressed with the handling. Unbelievable. It's like it's on rails. It's just so smooth, and it just goes exactly where you point it. Wherever you want it to go, it just goes there. Absolutely brilliant. They've got the handling down to a T. But then again, I've done a lot of research before I bought this scooter, and all the reviews say the same thing about the handling. They say that it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm tootling up the road, and I've got to keep it to 30 miles an hour. And I must admit, apart from me wanting to twist the grip, she wanted to go, but I had to hold her back a bit. But only for the first 1,000 kilometres, and then once it's been serviced, I can then start to open it up a bit. And it's such a stable platform to ride. Unbelievable. The handling is just incredible. But then again, they've had plenty of time to work on this over the years. I mean, Vespa's been going since the 1940s. I'm just adjusting my mirrors there just to make sure I can actually see behind me. But I've took the first left turn, and now I'm doing the first right turn at these traffic lights. So I'm just beginning to find out how it handles at low speed, because that's the thing. It's all right twisting the grip and flying down the road like a bat out of hell, but it counts at low speed. That's the stability you want at low speed. You just turn in and it just goes and it straightens up just beautifully. Absolutely beautiful. Awesome. But then again, this scooter has ABS braking, which is something that, that a lot of the top end scooters now have got, is ABS, which just makes braking safer. But it's also got ASI, what they call ASI, which basically is traction control. So when it comes to riding in the wet, or if you've got any loose gravel underneath you or anything like that, it kicks in, and it makes all the difference to the safety aspect. It makes me feel a hell of a lot better riding this scooter, that's for sure. But I've yet to switch it off and to see what it pulls away like at the lights. David, the salesman's asked me to let him know what I think of it when I switch it off, because he said that when you switch it off, it just flies away from the lights, like a bat out of hell. So, but, I'm not a sports rider. I'm not going to go absolutely mad. But, yeah, very, very pleased with the scooter as it is. Incredible handling, incredible, and so smooth and quiet. It's not particularly loud. It's not raspy, being a 4-stroke. You don't get that 2-stroke rasp. I've had a Vespa 125 in the past, a 2-stroke, and I've had a Lambretta Li 150 in 1978, and of course they scream when when you twist the throttle. They're a raspy kind of a sound, and they used to call them the hair dryers years ago. But I'm pleased with it so far, and I'm going to do a review of the scooter. I'm going to talk all about the features on the scooter and what everything does on the dash and that kind of thing at a later date, as soon as I get back. But as I'm coming up the hill here, this is the second sort of hill that I have to climb over, and it just pulls away no problem, and the thing is, you tend to want to twist it a little bit more, but it has got a little bit of mid-range grunt on it to pull it up and over. It's not having to work hard at all. But then again, at 300cc, it shouldn't have to. It's a fair-sized engine. But I'm trying to avoid all the potholes and all the manholes on the roads. As we all through Manchester, the roads are terrible, absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't know where all the revenue from road tax goes to, rather. But one thing's for sure, it's not going onto the tarmac. As I come around this roundabout, it just turns in smooth as you like. Beautiful handling, absolutely beautiful. And the other thing is you tend to put your foot down a lot. You see a lot of scooter riders putting the foot down at slow speeds, and this is something that I mean, I've had quite a few bikes, so I'm experienced in riding at slow speeds. But watch all these bloody manholes here, and the thing is, you don't feel the need to put your foot down with this. That's how steady it is. The CG, the centre of gravity, is really quite low. Now I have to pinch the brakes here a little bit, because you come right on top of this roundabout and you don't know what's coming till you're on top of it. But no issues there, no issues at all. And so you don't need to pull your feet out off the footboard. You can just leave them up there. It just feels so stable, just incredible, absolutely fantastic. But they've had a long time to get it right with these, and I think they have. This is a really, really good scooter. I'm really pleased with it. Now we come to these traffic lights, and it's a big sweeping right-hander that I've got to take here. And as we pull away, I'm just pulling across. I'm actually coming a little bit back on myself there, but no problem, no issues. Right the way around, nice and steady, no problem. Fantastic. I would recommend anybody taking to two wheels before they drive on four wheels, because it certainly gives you a better sense of the road, that's for sure. I think if everybody drove two wheels before they could get in a car with four wheels, they would probably respect two-wheel drivers more than they do. Because sometimes, you get some people and they just don't consider you. They drive far too far close to you, or they just try and get round you all the time. And as we come to this set of traffic lights here, I'm going to take a left-hand turn onto Turner Street in Denton, where I live. And there's an Audi going to fly right past me here. He's about two foot away from me, if that. So impatient, but there you go. Any road. I turned onto this road because this road is known for having a lot of sleeping policemen, these road bumps. So these are designed to slow down the traffic. And they do, because if you drive too fast over these, they wreck your vehicle. But as I go over each one, the suspension seems to soak up an awful lot. The seat soaks up an awful lot of the bump as well. The car coming here, and there's a few more to go. Some of the markings here, you really, I know these roads, so I know what I'm coming up against. But if you was coming down these roads, look, the white lines are obliterated. You can't tell what's what. This next one, I think we're coming up to here, you can hardly see it till you're right on top of it. It's that worn away. But that's what we pay our road tax for. Absolutely nothing. And now I'm going to do a tight right turn here and turn onto this road here. And again, hit another speed bump. And it seems to just take, I'm taking it slow over these. I'm not racing over them. I'm just tootling over them. But I really wanted to see how it handled the bumps. Missing the potholes and more manhole covers. Small blind roundabout there. Now we come over the hill here, over the crest of this bridge, and onto a big roundabout where there's a lot of new houses just been built. And this is on a site just on the right and the left, which used to be Oldham's batteries. They used to make car batteries, Oldham's and Exide batteries. This is where they were made. And it's been 20 years since they've been able to get permission to build houses or build anything on that land because of the contamination with red lead and normal lead and other chemicals that were in the ground. But there you go. So a nice steady ride home. Very, very pleased with it. And look out for some new videos I'll be doing of my Vespa.